Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a $5 stock that could explode next week and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of yesterday's video right after the intro. All right, y'all, right off the bat, the futures market is open and right now it's looking very bullish at the moment. But I want y'all to know to be very, very careful still because I'm intrigued to see exactly how long it will take for us to get out of here. All right, if we get out of here with some strength and some volume and we hold above this level with some consolidation, that would be enough to scare some of the short sellers out of their position, right? Before we may continue within the next few weeks. But I'm still very cautious. I'm still very patient. Apply patience. As I said on Twitter, day trading is best in these situations right now. I want to see exactly how it behaves in here and how long it takes for it to get out of here. All right. But the stock that y'all are seeing on the thumbnail at this very moment, that $5 stock is ZIOP. All right. And the reason why I want to talk about ZIOP, we're going to talk about not only the chart, but also the fundamentals. All right. Also the fundamentals. The first reason why I want to talk about this thing is because it's showing very clear and obvious bullish pennant, which broke out on Friday very, very cleanly. All right. Also, given I know the stock is very, very cheap, but the reason why I want to talk about it is because it actually has options, which I like. We usually do not trade penny stocks in this channel, but this one has options. Therefore, it piqued my attention. Now, it survived earnings, which is a very, very good sign, which led to the breakout. Now, the other reason why I want to put this on your radar is because it recently got clearance. Let me change this thing over here. It recently got clearance from the FDA. The FDA gave a green light to test their experimental T-cell replacement therapy in phase 1.5 clinical studies. All right. Now, for those of you who are very unfamiliar with T-cell replacement therapy, it's a therapy that's usually used for patients who are dealing with leukemias and lymphomas. All right. The way it works, I found this very simple picture to illustrate the general concept of it. The way it works is that there's the patient here dealing with a cancer, again, a blood cancer, lymphoma. They collect the blood here and then they separate their T cells, which is part of your immune system, right? They separate that, they purify it, and then they genetically modify it so that the cell has these receptors on there that make them more robust and make them more specific to fight the cancer that the patient is dealing with and to kill the cancer. That is the main concept of it. And after they genetically modify the T cells, which is your immune system, they culture it, they expand it, and then they reinfuse it back into the patient so that it can do its intended purpose, which is to fight the cancer. All right. The success rate of this one is like of this type of therapy, the T cell replacement therapy is between like 30 to 40%. Again, there's still more research in this specific area of oncology. Oncology is extremely difficult and very, very hard to treat. Like cancer treatment is very, very great, and just constantly more studies and more companies are piling research trying to solve the problem. But again, this one is good news. There's other drugs in this class that have been approved. They're very, very expensive, by the way. This one right here, the Kymriah, that one is approved for the B-cell leukemias, all right? And then the other one, which is Yescardia, that one is also approved for B-cell lymphomas. Again, these ones very, very expensive, and ZIOP is offering theirs, and the FDA offered a green light for clinical trials. And this is the fundamentals for that. Now, the fundamentals are lining up with the chart patterns. The chart pattern is clean. All right, I like this. We have done this before. We have seen this before. Now, where could this thing go? I honestly believe that it can go all the way up between $7 and $8 very, very soon. All right. This one, again, like I said, it could behave very nicely. We want this thing to behave very nicely, but based off of what we've seen, for example, looking at tail, right? Tail looked really, really nice. It broke out very cleanly, and then it consolidated and then gave back all of its gains, right? The intended target was $5, and it kind of disappointed again because of the market pullback. So just keep that in mind as you are trading ZIOP. All right, just keep that in mind. Manage your risk and don't get caught in the same thing again. If it starts to like drop over here and then immediately fall like that, do not get caught up in this. Stop loss is right over here. All right, when this pattern is behaving, it just goes up very steadily and gets to the price target. If you start seeing this, all right, then it may be time to start reducing your risk and to take some money off the table just in case it drops, kind of like what Tail did. All right, so just keep that in mind as you are trading this stock, and that is the stock that I wanted to share with y'all. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to talk about, that one is MMM. And somebody asked me, am I still bullish on MMM? And the answer is yes. I am still bullish and I am still buying calls. I bought calls over here right at 176. All right. And then I added on the dip right over here. And I'm still holding this one. I'm not letting go of this one. It looks very, very clean. I'm not bearish on it. The stock, when the stock has pullbacks, it recovers fairly quickly. And when the overall market tanks, it doesn't drop as much as everything else in the market. That's why I like this stock so much. And that's why I shared this with y'all last week. Okay. So this one is still a hold for me. I do still think that we can make it to 187, 190-ish. All right. I still think we can make it in here. And my thoughts and opinions are not changing regarding this stock. Now, the next one that we'll be covering in this video, that stock is Sense. And in regards to Sense, again, Sense made a very, very big move up here from this bullish pennant, right? Was very clean, which is pretty much what I'm showing y'all on ZIOP, right? We want to see this. This is the money that we want to be making right here. This is what y'all should be expecting on ZIOP, all right? So just keep that in mind. If it starts misbehaving, get rid of it. But this one right here, I told y'all, and I believe it was on right over here, right at $4.61, that I wanted to see this thing drop all the way back down to $3.50. It dropped even lower to $2.77. All right, so as of right now, again, I don't have too high expectations for this one. I can expect this thing to just consolidate in here before moving upwards within the next few weeks. All right, let's zoom out a bit. It's still overextended, so just keep that in mind. All right, it's still kind of overextended. We want to see consolidation just to get rid of the short sellers, just to convince them that the stock is not gonna tank. That's what we want to see. All right, but apply patience again with this one given the certain market conditions right now. The next one that we're going to be talking about is CCIV. And CCIV, again, it is in that zone. This is the accumulation zone for all of you long-term investors who believe in the company. It didn't tank below it. It stayed in it. All right. And right now the market is opening higher. So it might open up at $34. Where is it going to go? Honestly, I just think that it's going to stay in here for a bit longer before it starts up trending back up and filling this giant gap that it left up here. All right. That is my very honest opinion of that one. All right, that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow faster and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you and you are interested in getting started in the stock market, I'll have some step by step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull using my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I'm going to see all of you in the next video. Enjoy the outro.